Hi, my name is Jean and welcome to my video on selling your course using other people's Facebook groups. So if you aren't familiar or you're somewhat familiar, I'm going to talk about why you should use other people's Facebook groups and what benefit it provides, what kind of deal structure to work out in terms of commission between your online course sales and the commission that you offer someone for sharing their Facebook groups, and kind of the context of why this is useful. First of all, you're probably thinking, I already have a Facebook group. And if you do, great. And if you don't, great, because this works both ways, whether you have a Facebook group or if you don't. The reason why is because if you already have a Facebook group that is somewhat active or you've been growing and nurturing, then that is a group of leads that you will continue to nurture and build and see them thrive so that you can use them as lead gen for your online course. Now, the other advantage is even if you do have a Facebook group, there's no reason why you can't leverage other people's Facebook group as well. This gives you an expanded pipeline for lead generation, and it gives you an opportunity to get in front of different audiences. And if you don't have a Facebook group, this works really well too, because it saves you time from trying to grow your own community by leveraging and being an expert in someone else's community. The reason why this is a popular strategy is because if you think about it, so many people today are still on Facebook. Many people today still prefer using Facebook groups over other types of social media community platforms, and some people don't. But regardless, there's still so many Facebook groups out there, and it really gives you an opportunity to expand your pipeline and expand who you sell to. Now, you're probably wondering, do I just go in and look for any Facebook group? Not necessarily. You want to be really strategic. You want to look for Facebook groups that have not just members in terms of volume, but you want to look for groups that have activity. Some groups may be inactive where there are members, but there's not a lot of postings. So you want to look for a group that has activity. And you want to look for a group where the community manager or moderator or admin, whoever is in charge of the group, is not using it as a lead gen. Maybe they just are building it for something for their own purposes, but they're not ready to launch a whole business. And so this is a great opportunity for you to reach out to these different groups. Look for groups that have at least 1,000 members, because this will help you, because then you want to target groups that have activity. And you can also target not just people that are similar in your topic, but you can also look for complementary. So if you are a nutrition coach, you might look for people in Facebook groups that are talking about skincare, because there's a lot of similarities and crossovers with nutrition and skincare. So you can target these groups and reach out to them and start developing a relationship. Now, if you're trying to sell your course ASAP, this isn't going to happen overnight. But if you are looking to go the long game, you can nurture these relationships and set up an agreement so that you can not just post in their group, but be an active and seen as a group expert. This helps you build credibility and expand the people that get to hear and learn from you, because that's really key. And you want to continue develop that relationship and not post any links to your opt-ins or say you have a course. Just go in and be a fly on the wall. Observe what kind of conversations are happening, chime in on conversations, start discussion related to your course topic, and do some research and see how you can add value to these groups. As you will notice over time, people will really appreciate what you have to say and start asking you, can you tell me more? Can you share with me some suggestions? And as a result, you'll start to see that people want to learn from you. And so that is an opportunity for you as time goes on to discern and see and test how much people are interested in a course. And you can say, hey, I'm thinking about I'm thinking about developing an online course on acne-free skincare. And is this something you would be interested in learning more about? And you might hear people who are like, no, I'm not really interested in the whole system. I just have some occasional challenges. But some people are like, yes, I want this course, or I want something like this because I constantly struggle with this over and over again. And different products don't really solve my problem. And so I've discovered that I need something a little bit more deeper. And so that is how you will get in front of other people in these Facebook groups and develop that rapport and expertise as an expert on this topic to be able to sell your online course. Now, the last thing is, how much should you give someone for your online course sales? First, I would set up the relationship with the community manager or group admin, whoever is the leader of the group, and start talking about what kind of agreement would work. Maybe it is 50% off of the pre-sale, or maybe it's 20%. And then later on you can be considered as the main expert in that group, and you can reduce the commission. But I would really leverage that partnership first and focus on mutually agreeing on what the conversation can look like, what are the ground rules and boundaries, because you don't want to come into someone else's Facebook group and start selling. That doesn't always work because people are very turned off by that kind of salesy tactics. You want to go in, add value, demonstrate expertise in this subject, and build those relationships and trust in that group. I can emphasize trust is really key. And once you develop that trust, people will really warm up to you and come to you and want to hear from you. And this allows you to be trusted when you're ready to pre-sale your online course. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, or feedback about this process and whether you've had any good results with this kind of strategy and what you would like to share with all of us.